Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. I have listened to the speech from Raila Odinga's sister, Ruth Odinga. I was paying attention to his speech, especially his eulogy at Raila Odinga's burial, for some three reasons. Number one, Ruth Odinga was with Raila Odinga in India. She's spoken some English and Dholuo, and of course I have the privilege of hearing both. I'm going to speak from a point of what she has spoken. So number one, she was with Raila in India amongst family members, wale wakubwa, you know, apart from her, they were there with Winnie and Ogeta. And the other doctor, Dr. Lunya, who is a neurosurgeon that has been with Odinga, I'm told since 2010. He's the one who did the surgery for Odinga wakati alikuwa na ile shida kichwa, aligonga kichwa kwa gari. So that's the first reason why I was paying attention to Ruth. The second point is that Ruth Odinga allegedly is the person who floated the decision for Odour Odinga to be given the interim party leader position. And the third reason about it is the fact that, contrary to public perception out here, in Odinga family, he was probably the closest to Raila in terms of his siblings. It's not even Odour. Odour is there because of the virtue of their brothers. But the closest to Raila was Ruth Odinga. And that is why Ruth Odinga is the person who was in with Odinga in India. Now, without much ado, I want us to listen to this speech. Then I'll do some quick interpretation of Ruth Odinga's speech.
Iwe ni se chandria hinya. Ichandri ne Kenya do Kenya no kata. Wodo dingi chandri ne Kenya. Itoki chandri ne Kenya. Ada viwa. Kata kamano. Joey! Imichame Mari! Modong Girigen! Alwag imichame Mari! Modong Girigen! Sakwa winja malid! Sakwa lo! Lo jajwok! Yawa sakwa nyoluru lo nyoluru lo jajwok! Do Raila mawodo dinga lo nyoluru lo jajwok! I don't want to say much, but I'm going to say this. I was with Raila throughout most of the time. Even when we left Fort Kenya, I was with him. We went to NDP together. And I remember in 97 when he came to Nakuru, myself and the Honorable Odour now, who used to be my youth, we went to Massive Ferguson and told them we wanted to test their Tinga. They gave us the Tinga. We went and got him as he was entering Nakuru and took him up to Stay Hotel with the Massive Ferguson Tinga. I went living in Uganda, Tanzania, and ended up in Zimbabwe. When my brother was supposed to be taken back to detention in 1990, he was asked where he wanted to go. He said, I'm going to Norway to my sister. Raila became a refugee in Norway, staying with me, Ruth Odinga. I'm just saying this to show you that this was a stoic man. The family has suffered. because he sacrificed himself. Some of you are looking here, you don't know what Mama Ida has gone through. I used to know, I stayed with her. Being alone without your husband for all those years, mentioning. Some of these men, my fellow colleagues, even MPs here, to hear just about a cell, I was saying, you know, Raila would go to Yedoga Jela, he got quiet to Donga Jela, he got shell, Ario, Nakochiko, Monadisho, Hogdito, or Tuan Kosokatuan, or Tuan Kosokatuan, or Chanda Kenya Kosoko Chanda Kenya. Nyakamane Koro Mogitni. Raila toka podi bagomana Kenya. Anyo go kodwambaka. Anyo oro jogi mo wacho ni mono nyeo na ticket. Ago ero kamano ne joma ne Raila out to last minute. Jomoko goga joma ni around Raila to mage nyithind Raila. Sala njiwe wakani salo ke. Ne vedo ki Raila kamora mora. Ago ne ero kamano. Kamano Neogeta Maurice Ogeta Maurice Wando analuongera ni their ground and their ground No changi sendi Ogeta Saniti ne chopa iwa ya ground Chieng ni duoge yuda ground Ogeta kiwanyi neno Gi Dr. Lunya Giwini nyaka uwod Gavi yango Onge gimat neno ngama tuon Raila ka koro nindo pinjo kama okika gondu onge gimatek. Koko ni koro baba zigikwe. Okno yotnwa. Doturwa. Anamor na nyuchul mongal laktar ma Odinga. Ana laktar ma tidu jite chakre Dr. Burma wado manikani. Nyamera mo ni chanan go India. Ilongo ni beri la chiengu. Kodo tuo ko nyachop. Tonya mera kane tuo to monya to open it be safe in the laktar. Kano dinyo oro na ticket. Monda dia bed code kaka laktar. Ana wona neno kaka lelo molo digo so. Na tiwa digi kwe. And what you said about our party must remain. You told me that at 8 in the evening, the day before you passed on in the morning. It was a weak party. We must be united. ODM must be united. And it must be strong. And if it is not strong, if it is not strong, ODM! ODM! Another ODM being led by some other people, another ODM being led with a few people who think they own the party. ODM belongs to all of us. Some of you who want to take it now don't even know how we started ODM. ODM in Mara. And we are going to go to any negotiation table with a strong, united one ODM.
Now, number one, I think she didn't speak much about the party, and there's something that is coming out from Odinga family, that as Raila leaves the stage, the Odinga family will have to hold the party together first by them being strong. I've listened to Winnie, the daughter, and according to what Ruth is saying, is that no one should take away ODM party, that 2 days before Raila collapsed, they were with Raila in India, and Raila was vouching for a strong ODM party. a strong, united ODM party, because there were reports there was supposed to be some ODM B and ODM A. And a decision will then later be made that that split was coming. So Ruth Odinga is talking about that attempts to divide the party will be against Raila's wish, even as Odinga's body is lying there. Now, I've also understood that actually, apart from Raila, there is also another sister of Raila from India who has also been sick, called Beryl, na yeye bado amebaki India, and he did not attend the burial. So it is Raila Odinga who insisted that Truth should fly to India just to check on him. The second interpretation of Ruth Odinga's language, of Ruth Odinga's presentation, is that the fact that Raila was prominent and was common, was prominent. But these other siblings, especially the two women, the two ladies, Ruth Odinga and Winnie, are up to the task to push the Odinga agenda. And I've seen bit of how she's passionate about the Odinga legacy. It is something that's coming out clearly. And of course, she really embraced the fact that the fight that Raila went through, the struggle that Raila went through, and her biggest regret, and this is cutting across Winnie Odinga, Raila's daughter, and Ruth Odinga, is that Raila fought for this country, but he went down without a chance to show this country what his presidency would be. And there is something he said in Doluo. Ni baba no gorene piny, kendo baba de ka gorene piny, to Kenya ok noneno. What that means is, Baba fought for Kenya. Baba fought for this country. But he went down without the country seeing that. So that seemed to be a key point. I even listened to her yesterday when she arrived on Opoda farm. There is a video came out. She said, you know, Gen Zs, you guys wanted Raila dead. So even if celebration is going on now, but you know, it's better that now he's not there. You have to understand that she's the current Kisumu women rep. At one point, I think in 2017, she wanted to be governor, but Raila brought on her not to go for that seat. Winnie Odinga and Ruth Odinga and Odour Odinga are three that might really throw themselves out for the political seats. And the other thing I've also seen from Ruth Odinga's speech is the fact that they are ready, they are willing, and they have the power to continue pushing the Odinga legacy. And there is one thing I need to point out here. ODM party unity, strength of the ODM party will start and end with a strong position from the Odinga family. Herself, I've had, I think I've been hearing speeches. I've not had her talk about broad-based. You know, yesterday, just the day before the burial, that was on Thursday, Opio and I rushed to Opoda farm and said, Raila ametuacha kwa serikali, so lazima tubaki kwa serikali. From Ruth Odinga's speech, Raila told her about the ODM party being strong. and not any conversation about endorsing William Ruto. And from Winnie Odinga's speech, it comes out that I think either they are maybe waiting for Ida to speak about it or any other speaker from the family to speak about it. But being that she's the person that was last with Raila, she's also kept that, she's also made that very clear that in the course of their agreement, Odinga did not say that William Ruto have to be endorsed by for the second term. So it will take their thick and thin for them to put that party together. And if you leave it to few people, opinions could actually be divided, because the moment Odinga family will be divided on which direction they are taking, that will be the start of the trouble. Because everyone will take advantage of that division, of the difference in opinion, to try to take bit of it. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We are still following, and I was just, in this podcast, I just wanted to analyze Ruth Odinga's speech. When I come back, I'll come back with others that maybe we shall have gotten in the course of this service. Thank you.
And take care of Raila.